Hey everybody, it is so unfortunate that we have to start out the new year with such a heartbreaking tragedy, but I'm going to give you the breaking news on everything that we know so far about the incident that took place in New Orleans. There are still a lot of things coming out and more information being released as time goes on. So let's break down everything we know about this event. At approximately 3:15 a.m. New Year's Day, just this morning, the suspect, now identified as a 42-year-old Islamic man named Shamsud Din Jabbar, plowed a rented Ford truck through Bourbon Street, New Orleans, killing between 10 and 15 people and injuring 35 more. There were also potential IEDs, which stands for improvised explosive devices, that were found both inside the truck and they were located in the French Quarter, which is the neighborhood where this event took place. Now, supposedly, the metal barriers that are used to normally stop vehicles from entering the area were not in use because they were being repaired. Jabbar also did have a gun in the car, and he engaged with local law enforcement, hitting two of the officers before finally being killed by law enforcement. The mayor immediately announced this incident as a terrorist attack, which the FBI initially tried to recall, but now they are claiming to investigate it as a terrorist attack. The reason behind this is that Jabbar had an ISIS flag attached to the back of the truck, and they are currently searching for information regarding potential affiliation with the organization. Now, as we know, most Westerners who join the ISIS organization are recruited through online propaganda or social media. And ISIS has recruitment members that are located all over the world, and they do target Muslim radicals. More information has been released about who our suspect is. He is apparently an Army vet from Texas who served active duty from 2006 to 2015. Then he was in the Army Reserves from 2015 to 2020. In 2009, he was deployed to Afghanistan, and in 2020, he was a staff sergeant who was supposedly honorably discharged. Jabbar did not have any kind of serious criminal record, but Texas criminal records did show that he had previously been charged in 2002 for a misdemeanor of theft and in 2005 for driving without an invalid license. So where do we go from here? Well, first, I think it's important to give our condolences to the families who lost their loved ones. Right now, they really should be ringing in the new year with them, and instead, they are mourning the loss. Next, the FBI believes that Jabbar did not act alone. They are looking for any information people may have regarding associates of Jabbar who may have assisted in planting the IED. I think this incident in particular is quite a big wake-up call to America. It's very clear that ISIS threats are real and is not something that can just be shooed away anymore. To add on to that, I've seen a lot of hate online to the Islamic community as a whole. As rational thinkers, we know that an individual's act of violence does not represent the entire culture or population of people associated with that minority group. And lastly, I have seen this already spark conversations surrounding immigration processes, gun laws, and treatments of Army vets post-service. I do think with January 20th coming so soon, there's going to be a lot of changes going on, specifically with how incidents like this are addressed, as well as a major shift in immigration, both legally and illegally. It truly is disheartening to know that things like this continue to persist. Strangely enough, over the last couple of weeks, there have been other incidences of cars plowing through big groups of people. There was one in New York, there was one in London, there was one in Dublin. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. On top of all of that, today there was also an explosion of a Cybertruck outside of Trump's hotel in Las Vegas. Police are investigating this as a potential terrorist attack as well as a political attack, hence the Cybertruck, Elon, and Trump outside of Trump's hotel. All of these events are truly heartbreaking, and there's clearly a lot of devastation going on right now. For those of you that know me, and for those of you that don't but are a part of this community, you know that I am very middle ground politically. I do not lean left, nor do I lean right. I take a look at the research and the science on both sides to hear what both sides have to say. But one thing that is really important, regardless of your political views, is that we are all human. We are all going through these things together, and we should all be here to support each other. I'm Joe Wheatley, and thanks for joining me in the Glass Room.